So for this exercise, we're going to be going over 2 different variations of the foam roller bridge. All you're going to need is a foam roller, and then I also want you to have your tennis shoes on for this drill. So for the first variation, we're going to be targeting a lot of calf and hamstring, teaching these muscles to work together. So we are going to have the kind of ball and just start of our arch on the foam roller, both feet. Hands are going to be down on the ground. First thing you're going to do is just a little tiny tuck of the pelvis, almost like you're just flattening your back down into the floor a little bit. And then from there, you're going to lift your heels up, both of them, press and lift your butt just enough that you could just run your hands under your butt. We're not lifting super high here, just a little slight lift. And all we're going to do is hold, okay? The goal is to get to 3 sets of 30 seconds of this. And just hold, making sure to keep your heels high and your butt low, all right? Now, once that gets easier, we're gonna start progressing it by just moving the foam roller a little bit farther out. We're never gonna have a straight knee, but I would say we wanna get to a much straighter knee eventually, okay? So even right here is gonna be much harder to really start activating those muscles, okay? So just know that that is eventually we wanna be farther away from our body. After that gets easier, we're going to start moving to single leg, which is the exact same thing. All you're going to do is lift your heels, that little tilt, and lift. And now try to lift one leg up without letting anything else move. Keeping that heel high, and it should be much, much harder, okay? 3 sets of 30 seconds. Now, I might also have you doing another variation to just target the hamstrings. In this variation, I usually start the foam roller a little bit closer, and now the foam roller is closer to our heel, almost the back side of our arch and just the very front of our heel there. Same exact exercise. Hands on the ground, little tilt, pressing down into the foam roller with my feet, and that causes my butt to just lift off, and we're holding. Like I said, this is taking the calf out of it, but you should feel a lot of hamstring here. All right. Same thing with the progression. Eventually I want you to get to single leg. It's the exact same thing. Lift. Once you're there, take one leg off and hold. All right? So that's what we're working towards. Go through those progressions. If I have you doing both of them, I just want a total of 4 sets of 30 seconds. All right? You might not be at 30 seconds to start. It might be 5 seconds. It might be 10 seconds. The more you do this one, the easier it's going to get, and I can say that from personal experience.